What's up, guys? Derek, moreplatesmoredays.com. Today we are going to be talking about psychedelics. And, over the years, I've seen individuals who expose themselves to certain kinds of, pharmacology, from fucking A to Z. And in particular, psychedelics is an area I've always been very uneducated in and didn't really bother to learn about because, frankly, it did not seem like an area that was going to be super helpful for me. However, I do have some business partners who have had experiences with psychedelics that do very much attest to the benefits of it. And obviously in a therapeutic context, there is a lot of merit to their implementation for certain individuals, at least from the minor amounts of research I've done. They definitely have a place in certain scenarios. However, there are the individuals who are on the other side of the spectrum who clearly had the short end of the stick when it comes to ayahuasca trips and shit, with guys seemingly having their brain chemistry perma-fucked to the point that they are not even recognizable as what they used to be, personality-wise / motivation-wise / like their entire being is just totally fucking altered permanently. An individual who is one of those, not the only one, I've actually seen this a handful of times at this point with different entrepreneurs and their, mindsets totally shifting in a fucking 180 direction after taking this stuff. Connor Murphy has seemingly, I don't know if he's gone off the deep end, but I don't know how you can justify this as enlightened at this point. I don't really know what the point of it is. Perhaps he'll be doing a follow-up video to kind of describe what the point is. But I'll be honest, dude, I am a very experimental person. I am very interested in pharmacology always. But when I see this kind of stuff, it's like, what was the goal? You know what I mean? What is the point of having such substantial ego death to the point that you give literally no fucks about anything and you're just doing weird, unorthodox stuff? You know what I mean? Now, why am I talking about this? Well, interestingly enough, I got a direct message from him in a Matthew McConaughey accent asking me questions about, I'm not going to say exactly what it was, but he's basically asking me about stuff I have expertise in and how it relates to his situation. In particular, it's nothing about gear or anything like that, but it was talking about, some of the, some stuff. And he hits me up in this weird Matthew McConaughey voice. I'm like, what the fuck? Why? I look at my DMs and I'm in this weird group. Okay, maybe I shouldn't say it's weird, but I'm in this group and it's called Connor's Enlightened Cult or something. And I guess every single person he follows was added to it or something, because in this group, well, it couldn't have been all of them, but it was a decent amount. And I'm the members of this group, it's Connor, some other people, Connor's followers who are, fans of him and have similar, outlooks on enlightenment and whatnot. And then there's it's me, Tiger Woods, the PGA Tour, Keemstar, some the weirdest smorgasbord fucking combination of individuals ever. And we're all in this group, and Connor is just posting weird voice messages in his Matthew McConaughey accent, and I'm what are we doing here, dude? What is going on? And it's been an interesting ride to see the last week or so where Connor's been going on a spree of posting about, I don't know, seemingly he's always been passionate about golf, at least, from what I saw from his old content back in the day. He was always very into the sport, and presumably his enlightenment sort of led him towards the realization that he was going to win a major golf tournament professionally, as far as I understand. Maybe I'm fucking wrong, but I think the goal was to win the PGA the US Open Championships, unless that comment that I just read is wrong. But anyway, so he's been, posting more and more abstract, psychedelic looking videos over the past couple weeks, to the point that it's is this guy perpetually fucking tripping? Because it's his page is unrecognizable at this point. It almost feels like you're in a dream when you look at his shit. It's really, really odd. Some of it reminds me of Alice in Wonderland, weird shit. And then it's him golfing But more recently, the guy is leaking like really weird personal information about himself. And it makes me wonder, like, how does somebody who's so enlightened like come to this conclusion that this is the thing to do? And it has severe, like, I'll be honest, I was already like very not on the side of wanting to even experiment with psychedelics. But now, dude, like, this is an example of, think about all the trend stories we've had over the past while. It's always the horror stories with the absolute worst case scenario. You know, for as many of those that there are just as many stories of guys having just like night sweats and like a very reasonably normal experience, maybe having some trend cough, some whatever, having some, mild agitation and shit, but not, completely ruining their lives. But then obviously there's the polar opposite side of the spectrum where there's tons of fucking versions of scenarios where guys are having horrible experiences. And like Connor's psychedelic experience, like to me, comes across as like the worst Tremboloni sandwich story that we've done yet. And I would love to see somebody like Psyched Substance or somebody like that, like elaborate on what's going on with Connor and kind of give an overview of kind of how this can be interpreted in any way. Cause it's like I have no experience with this shit to be able to actually figure out if this is normal, if this is just an example of the worst case scenario, or if this isn't even worst case scenario. And this is just his personality intertwined with the experience. But I mean, man, the most recent shit is like very, very strange to the point that I don't know how it's even relevant to being enlightened whatsoever. So if you look on the Instagram page, and I'm not going to show any of like the really personal shit, but back a few weeks ago, he was posting some like really interesting stuff about like he's starting to wear like costumes and shit, and he's like going around at nighttime doing weird stuff, and he starts posting these Mario became enlightened when he realized that he is the pixels. You are living in the Matrix. Connor Zad, call me the Happy Hatter, and he's wearing some costume. Here he is with like some of these are so like odd, very like, it just feels like you're what you would think is the stereotype of being on psychedelics when you see like the videos. Like they seem very, very colorful, Alice in Wonderland, abstract. Like, I don't know how to fucking describe it because I've never actually experienced these drugs, but I mean, like, dude, tell me this doesn't look like drugs in a fucking video. Like, that's what I see when I see this shit. And so all the comments expectedly are like, can someone please from his family check on him? I miss old Connor. Let's see. Fwa, bro, this image is so aesthetic. Said no one ever. Jeez. Let's see, what else? Him zooming in on his Mad Hatter thing. Him holding a golf club with the outfit on. Him trying to juggle fruit with a mushroom hat, like from Super Mario. And even his choices of music, like they're so, I don't know, recreational psychedelics user. And today, apparently, he proposed to some chick. How legitimate is that? But he proposed to some chick. I can't even fucking talk. He proposed to some chick. And who was like cleaning his place or something. I don't know what their connection is, but I mean, he's been posting like weird golf shit, all week. And when I say weird, I just mean like he's in costumes. He's like flying around the course on some fucking automated wheel thing, and then he rides right onto the green. And as far as I know, aren't you not supposed to roll onto a fucking green with like a golf cart, let alone a fucking giant tire board? Like, I don't know, that looks like the green to me, but I remember when I used to work at a golf course, that was like the last thing you'd fucking do. You'd leave the golf cart on the edge of the green, and then you would walk in and, get the flag out or do whatever you needed to do on the green, but you would never ever roll onto the fucking green, ever. Anyway, so here he is, he's practicing, he's doing all these like trick shots and shit, and then I don't know, he gets like kicked out of the fucking championships or something, where he like gets disqualified for whatever reason. I don't know if he thinks it's like a conspiracy or what, but he ends up not competing in the event he's going to be competing in. Presumably, like, what is this? I am the prophet, I am going to be the emperor, and I just can't wait to be king. What is that, a fucking Lion King quote? Here he's flexing, doing something that's sort of Connor-like, while he has a vest on and the most interesting pants of all time with a sombrero. But here we go, dude. We get into the like heavy duty psychedelic shit within the past week. Here he is screaming at a ball like Happy Gilmore.
Get in your home, ball! Are you too good for your home?
Jesus. Good movie, by the way, if you haven't seen it. Here he is posting more psychedelic shit. So here, I didn't request this. And then it says, your cancellation for AT&T Byron Nelson pre-qualifying has been processed. A refund in the amount of $200 has been credited to MasterCard. Jesus is crucified, is what he says, for his golf entry being refunded. Going back, what is this, his own phone number? Or is this the number of the Northern Texas PGA? Okay, that's what that is. More of the, whatever this is. But today, getting forward, like, oh man, like, I don't get it, dude. I don't, like, what am I even seeing while I'm looking at this shit? So he's rapping now. Anyways, getting forward to like the more recent shit, he's talking about how like, you know what is a scam, and we're all, you know, everyone's an idiot who believes that the you know what in the world right now is going on.
You've been pranked, motherfuckers! Coronavirus is fucking real.
I'm surprised that post is still up, dude. Like, how'd that not get taken down?
Motherfucker, take care of your health. The immune system and you become a motherfucking god. The virus can't touch you, you motherfucking bitch. Fuck you!
So obviously I would agree with improving your immune system, you know, through good diet and supplementation practices and shit. But I mean, probably not the best thing to be putting out on social media, I guess. Then here he is, the most recent shit, which is the most baffling, that I don't know why the fuck he would post this, but this is him showing every single password on his phone that is saved, like every single account he has and the email associated with it. So like Bank of America, fucking Amazon, even his Bang Energy password apparently, or the account to log in. And that's 5 hours ago. It says post ASAP, spiritual awakening war. Comments, someone take his phone away from him, please. What is this? Who even knows, LOL. Who here after the drugs? Yes, Connor, give up your sense of self and share us your bank details. Jesus, fuck. Oh my God, he wants to get hacked. Connor, why? Connor, can you explain what this post is supposed to mean? Everyone should be checking this on their iPhone settings. Go to settings, password. There, you'll be able to see possible security breaches with some accounts or how to better keep safe. Connor be giving knowledge and y'all won't see it. LOL, nope, dude actually gave all his passwords away. He needs help. So, yeah, this is the most fucked up part of it, is he literally posted shortly thereafter every password that he has for those same accounts. So he has his fucking banking information, his PayPal, his crypto passwords, even where he used to buy SARMs apparently. Which is interesting. So even where he gets allergy medication, like what the fuck am I even reading? It says the caption is hall pass. And the fucking Tyler from the guy we did the Natty or Not on, he's like, if only two-factor verification didn't exist, shake my head. So anyways, some of these guys are actually legitimately like trying to get into the fucking accounts. And a lot of people are obviously concerned. They're like, I hope this is fake, report it. And like, I'm shocked this isn't down yet. And obviously I'm gonna censor this in the fucking video, but I mean, like, why, dude? Like, why is this here and what are you accomplishing? Like, where is the enlightenment from this, and why would you even be compelled to share this as a result of a psychedelic trip? Like, what? I would hope that somebody would have some sort of insight as to what compels somebody to do this. And I'll be honest, like, this has severely dissuaded me from doing anything. Like, this is like as effective as trend horror stories for dissuading somebody from doing a certain drug in the psychedelics realm. Like, as an individual who is basically a newbie to this shit, similar to the trend stuff, you know, with a lot of individuals who watch those videos, this stuff is fucking terrifying, dude. Like, seeing how not in control this guy is right now, you know, and maybe he would claim this is all part of the plan and blah, 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 but it's like, I can't see how leaking your fucking personal information has ever been part of the plan. proposing to some chick in a video, trading your fucking ADA for Doge. Yeah, okay, some people might think that's a good move, but like from a crypto perspective, I can't imagine, what is this? Trading your Ripple for Doge, trading your ADA for Doge, and like just to post this. Anyway, I don't know. Like, does he know what he's doing with crypto and this is some fucking enlightened move in order to get rich? I don't know, dude. But I mean, I don't... The first fucking comment. You got rid of your ADA for Doge. This is top. This is the top. What is this? Dogecoin on Uphold Exchange. Hold. Let's go. Yeah, something interesting. But for long time, some guy giving fucking portfolio investment advice. By the way, I'm not giving advice either. It's just crazy how this guy traded his other alts already that are, you know, potentially more promising than a fucking meme coin for a meme coin. So, but I don't know. What should I expect at this point, right? So, like, I don't know what the fucking point of this is, dude, but I mean, it's concerning. Like, very concerning for this guy's psychological health, as well as the overall perspective of psychedelics in general. Like, this does not shed light on them in a very positive way, in my opinion. And, you know, maybe he would think otherwise. And... like, to me, though, this does not make me more compelled to try. In fact, it severely dissuades me to the point that it actually has convinced me that there is a reasonable chance my brain chemistry would get permanently fucked up if I touch this stuff. So, I don't know what the point of it is, Connor, but it would have been pretty sick to see this guy, you know, win a, professional golf tournament, if that was indeed, you know, the goal after all. But, you know, seeing this kind of stuff, talking about how doing his Matthew McConaughey accent and talking about the you-know-what, leaking his bank details, like, it just does not really sit well with a lot of people who are following him, like, including myself. And I don't know what the point is. Like, how enlightened is this? It's above and beyond the point of, like, you've transcended time and space and goddamn everything to the point that you're such a superhuman god that you just, like, give out your bank details? Like, that's the end goal? You're such a charitable person that it's like, oh, just... take my password to fucking bangenergy.com. Like, I don't get it, dude. So, I don't know. I was hoping for some reasonable insight from people that actually have experience with psychedelics in terms of what is the probability of this happening? You know, is this something that is fairly common, or is it like the most unorthodox fucking scenario of all time where this guy clearly did not approach this, you know, psychedelic journey intelligently at all, or just had very bad guidance and the guy who was, you know, helping him through it was just atrocious? Or what would result in this and how would it otherwise be avoided? Because there are individuals who are still interested in exploring psychedelics, and obviously they have a lot of therapeutic promise, but when you see stuff like this, it really does not make you want to go through with it. It makes you want to fucking steer clear for life. So I was hoping to get some insight from individuals who have some experience and who are actually veterans at this shit potentially, who could actually, you know, not react to Connor, but kind of like look at his situation at a bird's eye view and kind of outline how to avoid this, what he did wrong, and is there any coming back from this? Is he permanently fucked? Like, is there a way to revert your brain chemistry to something that is representative of your real personality, or is this his real personality and he's just like let loose now? Like, I don't actually know how to interpret it. I've read some of the pharmacology online, I've seen some of the interactions, the neurological aspect of it, but it's still very, very odd, you know, especially when I see individuals who have had positive experiences and said it was, you know, a life-changing thing in such a positive way, but then other individuals who also say it was positive in a life-changing way, but their perception of what is a positive, life-changing experience, it seems odd that 99% of people who are objectively looking at what he's outlining as a positive experience think like, dude, this was the most negative thing you could have done. So is it like, how many of these individuals are actually having positive experiences, or is it just them interpreting it as such? And what is the ultimate goal of it? Like, what person would qualify and benefit most from something like this, and what is the risk to reward on it? Like, I would love to see a great, maybe there is, you know, maybe I'll go dig a little bit after I post this, but I would love to see like a summarization of what the fuck to do and not do, and kind of relate it back to the context of this situation and what's going on with Connor. Because like, I'll be honest, dude, like, again, I'm a very experimental individual, and I have not thought that eventually I wouldn't, you know, dabble a bit in certain things that may otherwise, you know, aid my journey, even like in an entrepreneurial context, helping my mindset, whatever it is. But this shit seems counterproductive as fuck. So I don't know. Obviously, there are more niche or token scenarios in which it is more applicable, you know, therapeutic settings that actually make a lot more sense. Like, obviously, it seems to be very effective for depression and whatnot in certain individuals. So would love to get some insight in the comments section that kind of shed some light on the overall practice, as well as Connor's situation and the context behind it in particular. So anyways, let me know what you guys think. If we have any experts, drop them down, drop the comments down. They're much appreciated, and they help the algorithm, obviously. Like, subscribe, check out my blog, moreplacemoredates.com. Follow me on Instagram at moreplacemoredates. Facebook, Snapchat, BitChute, Twitter, TikTok, Apple Podcasts. If you want to support the channel, you can check out anything I'm associated with in the video description below. My TRT clinic. It's all telemedicine from the comfort of your own home. Gorilla Mind, nootropic formulas, Gorilla Mode, pre-workout formulas that design myself from scratch, and anything else I'm associated with. It's all in the video description below. Thank you guys for watching. Talk to you soon.